situation is the absolute key in all these things. But going on from there, you still have to figure out what to do next. Okay. Anybody get dinged by Hurricane Sandy when it came through? Because I personally had a basement full of water, which, by the way, battery back up your sump pumps, everybody. Okay, car batteries work. Okay, things you learn as a first-time homeowner. You know, when you're walking down the basement, you hear that squish. You know there's a problem. So I reacted to the emergency situation pretty well. Tore up the carpet, vacuumed up all the water. I pulled out some baseboards and some drywall that were going to rot. And then I was like, okay, I have an empty basement. Now what do I do? So, you know, I go to the Home Depot. I have my list of things I think I need. You know, you walk into this giant warehouse, and I'm like, okay, I know I need some nails, I guess. And then this magic lady, I'll call her Joan because she looks like my mom and she's very helpful, wearing this orange apron, comes over and she's like, come here, what do you need? She looks at my list and kind of raises an eyebrow like, wow, you're lost. Okay, and she says, here's what you need. This is in this aisle. This is in this aisle. We actually have a workshop coming up where you can learn how to do the baseboard and use a miter saw and this and that. She was so helpful. She sat me down, gave me some water, she rubbed my neck, and some of this may be an exaggeration, but the whole point is that she relieved a lot of the stress that I was having. She let me know that there was help out there, that there was somewhere I could turn to make sure I was doing the right things. Okay? And if the allegory here isn't perfectly clear, Help Me Grow 211, they're basically wearing those orange aprons. Okay? You can come to them for help, and they can say, look, we have this entire warehouse of support. You guys are the warehouse. We have so many resources in the state. Okay, there's aisles and aisles of things available for parents, for families, for kids. But I'm walking into this warehouse lost. I need somebody in an orange apron. Okay, and that's what this is all about. The next thing to do once you've diagnosed things is to sort of form a plan. What are you going to do with your kid to assure that things go as well as possible? Again, outcomes at the end of the day are what's important. Okay. So 211 and Help Me Grow, they have access to that huge database we talked about, the warehouse. Okay, they can help you to sort through things like the early intervention services, which primary care and which specialty providers are going to be useful to you going forward, which assessment tools are important for you, even things we've heard mentioned about financial services, which companies accept Medicaid. Again, for me, finding out that AJ qualified for disabled child Medicaid was fantastic, because I can use some of the private insurance to get as many visits as I can for my occupational therapy and speech, and that gets supplemented by Medicaid, so you know we can cover a year's worth of therapies by combining the insurances. I never would have really figured that out on my own, because what reason do I have to have that information in my head in the first place? So these types of things that you might not even know you need are the whole point of Help Me Grow. So here we are. At this point, we've identified the problem. We've got some strategies and some plans. We've got some ideas about what to do. Going on from there, you have to make this all work together. You know, so for me, I have a big calendar on the wall. I know some of you other type A's in here will know what I'm talking about. You have like the different color pens for different events. Like mom's are black and my sons are blue, and you know, here's the events we have to figure in. So we found out that you can do OT at Christiana on Wednesday mornings, Friday afternoons, but there's only PT available at AI. You have to go to AI for that. But that conflicts with the school, and you're trying to sort things out, right? Pretty soon you feel a little tug on your pants, and your 2-year-old's there. Hannah, why are you naked? Is that your wallet? Those sentences were actually uttered back to back last week. Okay, why are you naked, and is that my wallet? She said, I don't know, and yes. Okay. This time, however, my wallet was dry, which is an important distinction from previous times I've asked that question. The point with this little story is that it's difficult to arrange things, it's difficult to schedule things, and families with special needs kids may have other kids. You know, my 2-year-old gets dragged to appointments. She has to skip swim class because we were in the hospital today. There's so many things I want to do with her, and I feel like I'm shortchanging her because I have a kid with special needs. And that's hard, because you want to give all your kids every advantage they can possibly have. You know, just because I have a kid with a seizure disorder Doesn't mean that Hannah, well, you'll figure it out, kiddo. You're fine. Now, she is brilliant. She might take over the world, so be nice to me. I'll get you in with her when she's the queen of the world. Okay? I promise. She's good people, though. Don't worry. So she'll take care of herself, but at the same time, I want to provide her with every opportunity I can. So this, again, goes right back to 211, Help Me Grow. There are a network of social services. There are a network of transportation options, child care options, these kind of things where I can get Hannah involved somewhere. Hey, you go to Terrific Twos, you go to Parents as Teachers, you go to Stay and Play. And I can take AJ to his occupational therapy appointments. So this isn't just for special needs, it's for special needs families, okay? There's additionally mental health options. There are counseling options. There are support groups that you can get involved with. And some of you guys are nodding because you're like, yeah, that's me, that's me. It is you. Again, you guys are the big warehouse, okay? We are only here to help people negotiate the warehouse. You guys are very important to us. At the end of the day, I keep saying at the end of the day. At the end of the day, what we want, again, best outcomes possible, okay? How do you get the best outcomes possible? Early intervention, connecting to the services you need, and really as a parent being an advocate, okay? But if you don't know what to advocate, you can't be an advocate, okay? Just little things like, push through and make sure your kid gets the IEP you need, okay? But I didn't know what an IEP was until I needed one. So maybe someone at Help Me Grow says, are you in an early education program? If you are, what's your IEP? When was it updated? And I say, is that like an eye test? He has good eyesight. Is that what you're talking about? No. We need an education protocol for your kid and that kind of stuff. So knowing what you even need to have is also very important. Okay, so I just want to thank you guys all again for coming. Again, you guys fill the warehouse. You're very important to us. And it's just good to know that a room full of people come together because they have one common thing, one thing that unites us all, and that is a love for free breakfast. Okay, so the breakfast thing, but also we care about the kids in our community, okay? So the breakfast community, very good. I'm very glad you guys are all here. Again, thanks for having me, and I do want to say, if I do happen to nod off, this is the quietest place I've been in like 3 months, okay? So it does not reflect in any way upon what's going on in this room. Okay, so again, thank you for having me. Thank you guys for being here.